If you've been out there applying for jobs and it feels like you're just screaming into a void, you're not going crazy. We're about to break down exactly why the system feels so broken. Because honestly, it kind of is.
So let's just get this out of the way right now. This is the core idea we have to start with. It's a little uncomfortable, but it is absolutely crucial. Forget everything you've been told about a fair and balanced marketplace where two sides meet. The modern job market, well, it operates on a completely different, much more predatory model.
You've done everything you were supposed to do, right? You tailored your resume, you wrote all those cover letters, you've applied to dozens, maybe even hundreds of jobs, and you get nothing but silence. It's not you. It's not a personal failure. The system itself, with its fake jobs and endless data collection, is literally designed to consume your time, your data, and yeah, your hope.
Okay, so let's start by just ripping the Band-Aid off. Let's expose the foundational lie that keeps so many good people trapped, frustrated, and feeling worthless.
So on one hand, you have the illusion we're all sold, the marketplace, this nice, clean idea where companies and candidates meet to find the perfect match. But the reality is what you see on the other side, a feeding ground. It's a system built to extract value, your personal information, your time, even your ideas, from a huge pool of applicants, whether they actually plan on hiring anyone or not. In this model, you're not a participant, you're the prey. Once you can accept that reality, though, everything changes. You can finally start to see the hidden rules of the game. So let's take a look at the actual mechanics of how this feeding ground really operates. Okay, just look at this number for a second. 40%. In 2024, a full 40% of companies they openly admitted to posting fake job listings. That's not a typo. 4 out of every 10 jobs you see out there might be complete fiction.
And this is what they're called: ghost jobs. That position you spent hours researching and tailoring your resume for last night, it may have never even existed. Companies use them to harvest resumes for the future, to make it look like they're growing for their investors, or just to keep a pipeline of candidates warm, just in case. And you know what's even worse? 85% of managers who post these ghost jobs will still interview candidates, knowing full well there's no job. It's wild.
Now, okay, what about the jobs that are real? Well, there's a whole other trap waiting for you there. Nearly 60% of job descriptions out there list 10 or more distinct responsibilities. I mean, think about that. That's not one job, that's 10 jobs rolled into one. And this is called the unicorn trap. It's a job posting with an impossible wish list of skills, basically trying to find some mythical creature who can do the work of an entire department for the salary of one person. The point isn't to actually find you, it's to make you feel like you're not qualified so you'll accept a lower salary, or so they can justify hiring someone they wanted internally all along.
Seeing all these traps in the system is the first huge step. But the next one is understanding how our own mindset keeps us running right into them. So let's talk about how to stop playing this game like you're the prey.
And this is a tough question, but we have to ask it. We see the red flags, we feel the frustration, but we just keep engaging with this broken system in the exact same way. Why? It's because of this thing right here, the desperation loop. It's a nasty, vicious cycle. It starts with that real, totally understandable feeling of, I need money like yesterday. That desperation leads to a bad strategy. You start spam applying to everything you see, ignoring the obvious red flags, which of course just leads to rejection and silence, which only makes you feel even more desperate. And then the whole cycle repeats, but it gets worse every single time. And here it is. This might be the most important rule of all. The second an employer senses that you need the job, you have already lost. All your leverage is gone. Desperation is repellent. It's a giant flashing sign that tells them you can be lowballed, you can be strung along, and you can be exploited. The person who needs the interaction less always, always holds the power. So how do you break out of that loop? How do you get the power back and navigate the system the right way? Okay, let's dive into the new playbook. This is how you actually win.
The very first step is you have to become a screener, a detective. This right here is your practical checklist. Before you waste a single minute on an application, check for these red flags. Is the posting over a month old? It's probably a ghost job. Forget it. Is it only on some random third-party site but not on the company's own careers page? That is a huge red flag. Or this one, are they asking you to do a massive project or extensive unpaid work as a test? No, that is not a test. That's them trying to get free consulting from you. You have to stop feeding the machine.
So this all points to a massive shift in strategy. Your new playbook is simple. You screen first,
You apply second. You pay attention to what companies actually do, not the corporate fluff they say. You have to detach yourself emotionally from any single outcome. Stop being the free meal and start applying to fewer but much better targets. It is all about quality over quantity. Now, everything we've talked about here is really just the tip of the iceberg. If you want a much deeper dive into this entire strategy, the playbook we've been talking about is called the AHEAD Method, and you can find the ebook on Amazon. We've put a link for you right in the description below.
And the author has made it really clear that if you can't afford it for any reason, he wants you to have it for free. Seriously. You can just contact him directly and ask for a copy. His contact info is on the screen, and we've also put it in the description.
So the crucial point in all of this is you are not invisible because you're not good enough. You are invisible because you've been playing by rules that were designed to keep you that way. But now you see the game for what it really is. So the only question left is, what's your next move?